Big thanks to Napoleon Grills for sponsoring this episode.
I found something online that I need to share with you because it's going to change the way you be making barbecue forever and ever and ever and ever. As a barbecue enthusiast, I love to watch barbecue videos. And I was watching one video in particular that stood out to me. It was a video of Malcolm Reed from How to Barbecue Right, how to cook chicken, how to barbecue chicken. And you know Malcolm, he makes the most delicious types of food. Not always the healthy types, but definitely tasty. And he used a technique that really blew my mind, that how come I've never thought of doing it that way before. Let's, you and me, explore that method together to see if it works. Because if that works properly, yeah. And of course, Malcolm always starts with a barbecue rub. I don't have Malcolm's barbecue rub, but I'm going to show you a way to make your own barbecue rub at home with the stuff that you already have in your cabinet. And the weird thing is that this is going to require me to use a scale. You don't have to, because I'm going to work it out for you, so you will know. To do this right, you and me need to know what we're putting in this rub. And therefore, I'm going to use the scale, set it to 0 so that my glass weighs nothing. And now I'm going to add some salt. And I'm going to add 50 grams of salt to this cup, which is 2 tablespoons. And that's required for my Tweety rub. But more importantly, it's part of the method. So I'm going to finish this off to 50 grams of salt. Just add a little bit. See, oh, I always hate when that happens. I'm kind of like, could it be just 50, 50? That would be nice. 50, yeah. 50, bro. 2 tablespoons is around 50 grams, so you don't have to measure this out. You will see later on why that's not so important, but you gotta have around 5 of these ordinary tablespoons that you use in your household. So ballparking it. Don't get your scale out, trust me. Now let's finish making this rub. It's the Tweety rub. So I'm going to add half a tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of curcuma, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, half a tablespoon of garlic powder, half a tablespoon of chili flakes, and a teaspoon of ground black pepper. Mix that up, and that's how you make the PitmasterX Tweety barbecue rub. Now that we got that magic ingredient ready to go, it's time to take out the star of the show. And this is that, a bag of chicken. Malcolm, of course, uses half a chicken, but in my case, I like to use some nice chicken thighs. Just get some of those beautiful chicken thighs out and get them ready to be roasted. But here comes the magic. This is going to be part of this in a special way. And to make that happen, I am going to make a brine. And if you never heard about brining before, then you're missing out on one of the most special techniques to make barbecue absolutely freaking fantastic. In short, it's the osmosis effect, where you take a cell and you take something that's salty and just let that salt go into the cell, and taking with it the flavors and ingredients that you put in the vessel that you're putting. Well, this is getting too difficult. It's just water with something in it that adds flavor, and then that goes into this by a natural effect, chemistry. And that's why I measured the weight of the salt, because the perfect ratio for brine is 50 grams of salt to a liter of water. So this is going to go in here into the water just like that, and then we're going to stir it. It doesn't have to be perfectly dissolved. And then the chicken goes into a bag, followed by the brine. Close the bag with a little bit of air left in it, and then start shaking the bag, mixing the brine with the chicken. Now you might wonder, why do you get so excited about something so simple? The mind-blowing idea is that if you have your cabinet full with spices, you can just combine them with water and salt, and it doesn't really matter what you have. If you made the PitmasterX Classic Barbecue Rub, you made a big batch of it, and you have some of it laying around, then you can just make a brine. Or you could just go to the store, buy some Greek spices or some Italian spices, put a little salt with it, with some water, and brine anything you want. This is like opening up a whole world. Maybe you have some old barbecue rubs hanging around, which you're thinking of like, what am I gonna do with that? Use it as a brine. Ooh, maybe this one. This is an old one. Oh, here's the date, 2020. That's perfect. And now you understand why I'm so excited about it. We're saving money right here. This is gonna go into the fridge, and then I'm gonna show you what else you can do with this delicious Tweety barbecue rub. And to show you, I'm gonna use my Napoleon grill, the Prestige Pro 500, and especially the sizzle zone. I'm gonna fire it up, turn on the gas, wait 5 seconds, then I'm gonna hit ignition. I'm gonna take my Skottsberg pan and put it on the sizzle zone. And while it's getting up to temperature, I'm gonna add a cup of chili sauce, a cup of ketchup, 4 tablespoons of rum, 2 tablespoons of Worcester sauce, and finally 2 tablespoons of Tweety barbecue rub. I'm gonna mix that up, and then I'm going to wait until I have a syrupy bubble. This is the Tweety barbecue sauce, and of course you can find the recipe on our website. About half an hour before my marinating process is done, I'm going to fire up and set up my Napoleon grill. I'm going to be cooking on the main grill grate, and first I'm going to remove the grill grates, get half of these flame dividers out, and that exposes these ledges. And on these ledges I will be placing this cast iron charcoal insert. It's heavy duty, trust me. I'm going to load it up with some of Napoleon's charcoal. Spread it out over the tray, and then I'm going to turn on the burners underneath the charcoal tray. Those burners will ignite the charcoal and turn this gas grill into a charcoal grill. Now the grill grates go back in, and that's how I just created 1/2 of the barbecue with direct heat using charcoal, and 1 zone with indirect heat. And while I wait for that charcoal to be lit up, I'm going to prepare my chicken. To make things easy, I'll be using this, a flexible grilling basket. Because all I need to do now is just load up the chicken, spread it out, and look at it. Woo! 2 hours of marinating and it turns super orange. Oh, it smells so good. Whoa. If it works as well, this marinade, as it smells, wow, we're in for a treat. Let's check back on the charcoal. The charcoal is now red glowing hot, and I can switch off the burners underneath the charcoal. The charcoal will now keep burning on its own, and we're ready to start grilling the chicken. And the cool thing about cooking in a basket is that you can just slide it in. Make sure you keep checking the basket to see where the chicken is grilling and starting to be finished. As you can see, we're getting a little bit of black spot right there. So that must be a hot spot on the grill. And I'm going to just rotate it so that our chicken is going to be cooked evenly. Rotating and flipping is going to be essential for the perfect grilled chicken. And if you're worried about the flare-ups like this, then just take your chicken basket and move it over to a safe zone where you can close the lid and then let the chicken come up to temperature internally. The chicken has reached the core temperature of 72 degrees Celsius, which means the chicken is fully cooked. And we're getting ready to sauce it up because we got that delicious Tweety sauce ready to go onto the chicken. The chicken goes over the charcoal and gets sauced up with that delicious Tweety sauce. Just brushing it on, another layer of sauce. Look at how beautiful and shiny that is. And you can see the chicken transformed over the charcoal from a raw orange to a now really juicy, crispy barbecue looking chicken. And all thanks for the charcoal tray underneath, making it look extra crispy and tasty, straight off the barbecue. And if you're looking for a charcoal tray like that, I put a link down below the video so you won't have to search for it. And the cool thing about saucing up your chicken above the grill is that you won't make your worktop messy, and at the same time the sauce gets the opportunity to caramelize and become even better. Now that's real barbecue chicken. Look, there it is. Let's pop this open. Look at that. Perfectly cooked, juicy, tender chicken. And as always, the proof is in slicing into it and giving it a try. Whoa, let's get another slice and let's bite into it. Woohoo. Oh, this chicken literally tastes insane. I don't know another way to describe it, but Malcolm, you're onto something. Hope you guys give this a try. The recipe, of course, down below in the link to the website. You know, as always, we've written everything down for you. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.